So today here we are going to derive an equation of gradually varied flow, or you can say non-uniform flow. Okay, so gradually varied flow is a kind of non-uniform flow in which the depth of flow is changing gradually over a long length of channel. Suppose if this is the length of channel, then the depth of flow is changing gradually. If you can see, so here the depth of flow is changing, it is increasing, or you can say this is decreasing or it is increasing over a length of channel L. Okay, so if the length of the channel, if the depth of the flow is changing gradually over the length of channel, then we can call it as a gradually varied flow, which is also a non-uniform flow, and it is observed mostly in field. So today we are going to derive an equation, or we can call it as a dynamic equation of GVF profile. Okay, but before deriving the equation, there are some assumptions which are related to this equation, and they are listed here. That we are considering the bed slope of channel as small, the flow is steady, and hence the discharge is constant. See, all these assumptions you can analyze that these are the assumptions which are not practically possible in field, but even though we are considering it, and of course we are taking it as an assumption so that we can derive the required equation and we can carry out our predictions or forecastings. Okay, so the flow is steady and hence discharge is constant. Then hydrostatic pressure distribution is there over the entire cross section. Okay, then Manning's constant for channel, that is the roughness constant for channel, is constant and does not depends on the depth of flow, where we know that in case of field flow, I mean in case of flow in rivers or in case of non-uniform flow, this is absolutely not possible. Okay, but though we are considering it as an assumption. Then equation of Manning's and Chassis are also applicable to varied flow, and it is used to find the slope of energy line SE. Okay, so if you remember, then we have used the equations of Manning's and Chassis to find the velocity in case of uniform flow problems. But now we are going to talk about non-uniform flow problems, and here also we are going to apply these equations to find the slope of energy line. And the other thing which is that the channel is prismatic. Okay, so to derive this equation, we are considering a channel as a prismatic channel, again which is not at all possible in case of non-uniform flow in real field. Okay, which means that the bed and the side slope of the channel is constant along the length of the channel. Okay, so all these are the assumptions which has been made to derive our equation. So let's start with the derivation of this equation. So for deriving this equation, a graph is plotted over here, or you can say that the diagram is shown. Okay, which will help us to derive the equation of gradually varied flow. So this is the diagram of total energy of flowing fluid, which is Z plus Y plus V square by 2G. Okay, but this is for the non-uniform flow, or you can say gradually varied flow. So if you can observe, then at this section the depth of flow is Y, while as you are moving towards towards the flow direction, or you can say in the X direction, you can observe that the depth of flow is decreasing. Okay, so let's see that if you take this depth, then if you take this depth, then if you take this depth, so this will depict the diagram for the non-uniform flow. ठीक है, non-uniform flow में आपके flow के direction के साथ, और you can say with respect to the length of the channel, or with the respect to the direction of flow, which is in X direction, the depth of flow is decreasing, and hence it satisfies the definition of non-uniform flow, that the property of fluid such as depth of flow is not constant over the length of the channel. Okay, so this is the equation Z plus Y plus V square by 2G. Now this line represents the slope of energy line. Energy line means the total energy of flowing fluid. So it indicates the slope of the energy line, which is depicted by SE. Okay, this indicates the free surface of water, and this is the channel bottom. Okay, and the channel bottom which is making with the horizontal is S0, which is the slope of the channel bottom. So this is S0, which indicates the channel bottom slope, while this is SE, which indicates the slope of the energy line. Energy line means the line which is showing the flow of fluid with respect to direction X. So this is the channel bottom. Okay, and the flow is taking place in X direction with a datum considered whose height of datum is Z. Okay, and this is the total E. Okay, so I guess the diagram is clear. Now the energy equation at any section according to Bernoulli's equation. So according to Bernoulli's equation, at any section, total energy E is equals to Z plus Y plus V square by 2G. This we know. Okay, but here differentiating this equation with respect to X, okay, which is measured along the bottom of the channel in the direction of the flow. Okay, so differentiating this entire equation with respect to X, which is indicating the flow direction, we will get dE by dx is equals to dz by dx plus dy by dx plus d by dx of v square by 2g. So what we did, I'll give it equation number 1. So I differentiate this entire equation with respect to X, which indicates the flow direction. Okay, I am giving it as an equation number 2. Now we need to substitute the value of v square by 2g. So we know that q is equals to area into velocity. Therefore velocity is equals to q by a. Therefore v square is equals to q square upon a square is equals to q square upon b square into y square. Okay, so this is the value that we know, and that value we are going to substitute over here. So again writing this equation as dE by dx is equals to dz by dx plus dy by dx plus d by dx of q square upon b square y square into 2 into g. Okay, so this is some equation that we got. Now if you can see from this equation, then q is constant, width of the channel is constant, and g is constant. So what is variable? Only the value of y is variable. So again what we will do, we will take this y, we will take the constants common out and differentiate only the value of y. Okay, so again dE by dx is equals to dz by dx प्लस dy by dx प्लस हम कॉन्स्टेंट्स को बाहर ले लेंगे. सो क्यू स्क्वायर कॉन्स्टेंट है वो बाहर, बी स्क्वायर बाहर, 2 बाहर, and g is also taken outside. Okay, so the only thing which is variable in this equation is minus 1 upon, okay, I'll take this y square up, so it will become y cube. So y cube, so d by dx of y cube. Okay, now okay, so taking this much equation means solving this equation first and then substituting its value in this equation again, so it will make our derivation part somewhat easy. So what I will write, q square upon b square into 2 into g into d by dx of I have taken this y square upwards, so it will be y raised to minus 2 into dy by dx. Okay, so this is our differential equation. Now differentiating this equation, it will become q square upon b square into 2 into g. Y raised to minus 2 is minus 2 y raised to minus 3 from the formula x raised to n is equals to nx raised to n minus 1, that we know. Okay, into dy by dx. Okay, so this 2 will be cut out, q square upon b square into g minus, okay, into, now I'll take this y cube in the denominator, so it will become 1 upon y raised to 3 dy by dx. Okay, so we know that q square upon a square is v square, velocity होता है वो, ठीक है. So minus v square upon y into g dy by dx, because I used y square from here, b square, so y square into b square will become a square. Okay, so minus q square upon a square, it will be equals to minus v square, so minus v square upon y into g dy by dx. Now substituting this value here over here, that is in this equation, or we can say, so we will get, okay, this equation we can write it again as dE by dx is equals to dz by dx plus dy by dx. Now we have solved this equation. Okay, we have solved this equation to this value. So substituting this value over here, we will get minus v square upon g into y dy by dx. Okay, so this is the equation that we are getting. Now again we will take out common, that is dE by dx is equals to dz by dx, taking dy by dx common out, so plus dy by dx 1 minus v square by g into y. Okay, so taking this dy by dx common out, we got 1 minus v square g into y. Now from this figure, if you can observe, then dE by dx is the rate of change of total energy with respect to x direction. ठीक है, ये E क्या है, टोटल हमारी एनर्जी है, और ये x क्या है, वो डायरेक्शन ऑफ फ्लो इंडिकेट कर रहा है. सो रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ दिस टोटल एनर्जी मीन्स दिस टोटल एनर्जी लाइन with respect to x direction is referred as dE by dx, that is dE by dx is the rate of change of total energy of the flowing fluid with respect to x direction, and that is indicated by the slope of energy line SE. So instead of dE by dx, I will write SE. And one more thing, I will put minus sign over here, because if you can see, then the value of this SE is decreasing as we are proceeding in the further direction. हम जैसे जैसे आगे मूव कर रहे हैं, वैसे वैसे स्लोप ऑफ एनर्जी लाइन की वैल्यू घट रही है. ठीक है, सो वी विल राइट माइनस SE इंस्टेड ऑफ dE by dx. Okay, now what is dz by dx? So rate of change of datum with respect to x direction. So ये if you can observe, तो ये z की वैल्यू भी in the x direction it is decreasing with respect to x. Okay, so dz by dx, that is the rate of change of channel datum with respect to x direction, and that is denoted by the S0, which is known as the slope of channel bottom. And again it is, as it is decreasing, instead of dz by dx I will write minus S0. Okay, so this is minus SE minus S0 plus dy by dx 1 minus v square by g into y. Okay, so making dy by dx as a subject, so dy by dx is equals to, हम S0 को यहाँ पे ले आते हैं, तो it will become S0 minus SC, और ये नीचे चला जाएगा, so it will become 1 minus v square by g into y. Okay, but we know the Froude's number formula. Okay, what is it? It is v under root of gy. So अगर मैं रूट यहाँ पे दे दूँ, okay, so fr square will be v square upon gy. ओके, सो ये टर्म हमारी क्या हो गई, यहाँ पे सिमिलर हो गई. सो आई कैन राइट S0 माइनस SE अपॉन 1 माइनस FR स्क्वायर. सो दिस इज द इक्वेशन दैट वी आर फाइनली गेटिंग, विच इज dy by dx is equals to S0 minus SE upon 1 minus FR square, and this equation is the dynamic equation for gradually varied flow profile. Okay, so now what is this dy by dx? ये dy by dx क्या है? So y is the depth of flow, x is the flow direction. So rate of change of, okay, dy by dx को I can write as rate of change of depth of flow with respect to rate of change of flow direction। मतलब अगर ये आपका फ्लो डायरेक्शन है और ये आपकी डेप्थ ऑफ, दिस इज y, दिस इज x, तो विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x इसका जो चेंज होने का रेट है विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x, दैट इज नोन एज dy बाय dx। ओके, एंड वो किसके बराबर है, विच इज इक्वल्स टू s0 माइनस sc अपॉन 1 माइनस fr स्क्वायर। सो this equation you need to remember for solving the sums of gradually varied flow. Now as the depth of x is changing, okay, as the depth of flow is changing along the direction x, there are three possible cases that exist. Okay, so let us see that what are the three possible cases. So the first case is when dy by dx इज इक्वल्स टू 0। इसका मतलब क्या हुआ, हमारा पहला केस हमने कंसिडर किया, इसका मतलब है कि जो y की जो डेप्थ है वो x के रिस्पेक्ट में चेंज नहीं हो रही, उसका जो चेंज होने का रेट है वो 0 है। तो इट मीन्स, व्हाट डज इट मीन, इट मीन्स दैट द डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो इज कांस्टेंट, ओके, एंड इसका मतलब क्या होगा कि सपोज ये आपका x डायरेक्शन है और ये आपका डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो है y। ओके, सो ये हमारे फर्स्ट केस में हमारा डेप्थ ऑफ वाटर x के डायरेक्शन में चेंज नहीं हो रहा, वो उसकी वैल्यू 0 है, मतलब वो कांस्टेंट है। सो वी विल गेट पैरेलल स्लोप्स, we will get parallel slopes for S0 and SE. Okay, it means that the channel bottom S0 will be equal to slope of energy line SE. ओके, ये केस में S0 इज इक्वल्स टू SE हो गया ना। ये इक्वेशन अगर हम कंसिडर करते हैं और उसमें हम पहला केस हमारा कंसिडर करते हैं तो S0 इक्वल्स टू SE हो गया, मतलब दिस वैल्यू विल बी 0। ओके, सो हेंस वी आर गेटिंग dy बाई dx इज इक्वल्स टू 0। नाउ सेकेंड कंडीशन, दैट व्हेन dy बाई dx इज ग्रेटर देन 0। व्हाट डज दिस मीन, रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x वो ग्रेटर देन 0 है, मतलब आपका ये x डायरेक्शन है और ये डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो है y, तो ये ग्रेटर है रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x। इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है, इसका मतलब ये हो रहा है कि जैसे जैसे आप डाउनस्ट्रीम x डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हो वैसे वैसे आपकी डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो क्या हो रही है, इट इज़ इंक्रीजिंग। Okay, so here dy, rate of change of depth of flow with respect to dx is greater than 0. It means ये जो depth of flow है, it means y is increasing in downstream direction, और उसको हम कैसा कर्व कहेंगे, उसको बोलेंगे हम बैक वाटर कर्व। ओके, बैक वाटर कर्व कब कहेंगे, जब रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x इज इंक्रीजिंग इन डाउनस्ट्रीम डायरेक्शन। जब डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो की वैल्यू बढ़ रही है डाउनस्ट्रीम डायरेक्शन में तो dy बाई dx इज ग्रेटर देन 0 होगा और उसको हम बोलेंगे बैक वाटर कर्व। नाउ विच विल बी द थर्ड केस, कौन सा थर्ड केस पॉसिबल एग्जिस्टेंस में हो सकता है, दैट व्हेन dy बाई dx इज लेस देन 0। ओके, सो ये x है, ये आपका y है। नाउ ये केस में क्या है, दैट रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू x डायरेक्शन इज लेस देन 0। इट मीन्स दैट द वैल्यू ऑफ डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो इज डिक्रीजिंग इन द डाउनस्ट्रीम डायरेक्शन। ओके, ये जो आपका dy बाई dx है वो लेस देन 0 है, उसका मतलब ये हो रहा है कि ये जो y की वैल्यू है वो डाउनस्ट्रीम डायरेक्शन में कम हो रही है। ओके, सो इसको हम बोलेंगे ड्रॉप डाउन कर्व, इसको हम बोलेंगे ड्रॉप डाउन कर्व। मतलब जब y की वैल्यू फ्लो के डायरेक्शन में कम होगी, डेप्थ ऑफ फ्लो कम होगा डाउनस्ट्रीम डायरेक्शन में, तो उसको हम बोलेंगे ड्रॉप डाउन कर्व। और जब y की वैल्यू ज़्यादा होगी डाउनस्ट्रीम डायरेक्शन में तो उसको हम बोलेंगे बैक वाटर कर्व। एंड दैट इज और जब y की वैल्यू कांस्टेंट रहेगी विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू डायरेक्शन ऑफ फ्लो, सो एट दैट केस dy बाई डी एक्स विल बी ज़ीरो। अगर dy बाई डी एक्स ग्रेटर देन ज़ीरो है तो वो y की वैल्यू बढ़ रही है, उसका मतलब है वो बैक वाटर कर्व है। और इफ dy बाई डी एक्स इज लेस देन ज़ीरो, इट मीन्स दैट y की वैल्यू कम हो रही है फ्लो की डायरेक्शन में, और उसको हम बोलेंगे ड्रॉप डाउन कर्व। So these are the three conditions and this is the equation that will be helpful to you to determine that whether the depth of flow in the downstream direction is going to increase or decrease or remain same. ओके ठीक है, आपकी कोई चैनल है, नेचुरल चैनल है, तो आपका क्या वो फ्लो बढ़ेगा डाउनस्ट्रीम डायरेक्शन में, या तो वो कम होगा या फिर कांस्टेंट होगा। सो दैट कैन बी डिटरमाइंड यूजिंग द इक्वेशन ऑफ ग्रेजुअली वैरिड फ्लो विच इज अ केस of non-uniform flow. Okay, keep this thing very clear in mind that here we are talking about non-uniform flow and such non-uniform flow mostly occurs in natural channels. सो उसको आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए हमने एक इक्वेशन निकाला और वो इक्वेशन है फ्लो का वेरिएशन विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू डायरेक्शन ऑफ फ्लो। ओके, आपका जो डेप्थ ऑफ वाटर है वो कैसे वेरिएट हो रहा है फ्लो के डायरेक्शन में, उसका हमने इक्वेशन निकाला और उसको हम बोलेंगे ग्रेजुअली वैरिड फ्लो, dynamic equation of gradually varied flow, and which is S0 minus SE upon 1 minus FR square. So I guess when we will do the sum related to this theory, you will get better idea about it. Okay, thank you.